Hello, this is Juniper of Solavi Studio, joyfully uniting natural perceptions with evolving rhythm. Today is a new moon in Gemini, and for what I wish to bring about with this new moon, I am going to make an essential oil blend that throughout today I will put intention into, so that this evening I can anoint my candle with it and some other things that I will be working with in accordance to my intention. So I have already labeled my bottle. I bought a bunch of these cute little bottles. And one thing I've noticed in my life is that if I don't put a label on straight away, then I end up with all these little random bottles and I have no idea what's in them except for smelling them. So I always put the name of the blend, I name my blends, and then I put the date. I can't tell if it's going to focus. The date, and then that's my little shorthand for new moon in Gemini. So I labeled my bottle. This essential oil blend, I try to keep it simple, so I named it Stable Prosperity. And there's more meanings to it. Some of these oils are also, there's so many different magical properties. There's a lot of online resources. I have books. So, but this is just my own personal, for the way I want to bring about things, these seem to fit the energy. So, I'm going to start off with, let's start off with some bergamot. So I just add the bergamot, and I use a lot of different brands of essential oils. I don't have just one brand that I'm completely loyal to. Different brands have different machinery, I guess, so you get a different effect, and they have different sources for their plant matter as well. So I'm adding bergamot and cedar wood. And cedar wood is one of, like I've mentioned earlier, it's one of my themes for this year. And this bottle, come on. It's one of my themes for the year because I'm sitting right next to the tree. It's behind the camera, but it's one of the trees. It's, my understanding, it's for clearing negativity, for prosperity, for spiritual connection. But this is coming out so slowly. Okay, and that bottle is filling up quickly. There's a lot of uses for cedar, but I just love the smell. I'm going to add just a few drops of sage. Because sage can be kind of I don't want it to have too much of a medicinal smell. Hey, lovies! Sorry, the cats are not getting along. Vetiver is one of my all-time favorites. Very sticky. But it's also a very, oh yeah, I took the spout off because it wouldn't come out. It's very grounding. It's very earthy smelling. It's also a protective and it's for prosperity as well. And then for some fiery goodness, and also for prosperity and money and things like that, I'm adding some cinnamon. But cinnamon to me is a really intense smell. Whoa. But it's also a highly protective smell. They used it in Thieves Oils. Oops. When the bubonic plague was going around, the Thieves Oil was very popular because the blend in it is antiviral, antibacterial. But cinnamon and clove, and I'll do a video on that because I run across a few different recipes. But in the medieval times, when people wore those big weird bird mask things, they'd put cloths with the thieves oil in that beak part so that they wouldn't get sick. And a lot of people who were grave robbers would also put thieves oil on cloth over their face so they wouldn't get sick from being in those unhygienic places. So to this blend of cinnamon, vetiver, sage, cedar wood, and bergamot, I'm going to add, I was able to find a tiny little, because the opening to this jar isn't very big, so I'm adding a piece of jade that my parents brought back from their trip to Alaska. They brought back some British Columbian jade, and because they have deposits in BC right up the road from me. My parents are rock hounds, so they always bring me rocks and things from their trips. So I just shake it up and put on it. I will end up wearing it in my little pouch today, and when I think about it, just grab onto it and set my intention. So that's what I have for the Stable Prosperity Oil. One warning. It is highly recommended never to use straight essential oils on your skin. So if you are going to anoint a candle, it's very easy just to add some olive oil or something else, just a few drops in your palm, put a drop of the straight essential oil, and then anoint your candle with that if you have sensitive skin. But just saying that it's usually recommended that you don't apply essential oils directly to your skin because they're ultra concentrated and may cause a reaction. So here's to anointing my items to increase my intention this evening. Blessings on your day.